Hey guys, hey beauty loves, how are you doing? What's up? What's popping? How are you? I know you guys missed me. I'm back finally. And today is going to be a very short video. I just want to, because I scrolled through my channel and I discovered that I haven't done any DIY in a long time. So this time around, I decided to do DIY. Um, So yeah, as I already see from the title, you already know what DIY I'm going to be doing today. So yeah, let's go straight into the video. Okay, as you guys can see, you can see what I'm doing here. First of all, take the wig, I brush it off to make sure it's very smooth, make sure it's not tangled before ironing. Like you guys can see from this wig that it's so rough, it's not well straightened. You're going to see the end result. So I take the iron, as you guys can see, then I reduced the because there's medium, there's high, and there's low. So I had to reduce the temperature, because when ironing your hair, you're not supposed to use it on very high heat. And so that's what I did. I was testing it first on the duvet before to check the temperature before using it on my hair. So that's the highest, and no, you're not supposed to use the highest. So I reduced it and put it down to the medium, if possible low. If your iron is very very hot, then you can use low heat. So I decided to use medium heat, and I decided to start using that temperature to iron my hair, as you guys can see. So basically that's what I did. I was just doing it back and forth. First of all, iron, then use the brush again to brush it down, then iron it, then brush it down, then iron, then brush, like that. They work hand in hand. As you're ironing it, make sure you also brush it so that it won't get tangled along the way. So I kept doing that. So looking at it now, I'm trying to show you guys how silky it is, like the difference between where I have ironed and where I haven't ironed. Like you can see the difference. So I was just checking it out to see if they are if the hair is well straightened. So I kept on brushing it to straighten the hair, because while you're ironing the back, because when you're ironing the front of the hair, the back can also get tangled. So once you're turning to the other side to iron, you also take the brush and brush it out, so that when you're ironing the hair, it won't get tangled. So that's what I kept on doing. So yeah, that's basically the whole process. That's what I did all through this video. Just keep on brushing the hair, ironing, brushing, ironing, and at the end you're going to see that it's going to be very very silky and very very straight. So yeah. So basically what I did here was bringing out the hair out, because this is a frontal wig, and so the lace is right in front. So in order not to use a very hot heat to iron the lace, I decided to brush out the hair so I can focus on just ironing the hair instead of the lace. So that's what I did here. As you guys can see from this video, as you guys can see what I'm doing here, I divided the hair into 3 sections in order for me to iron and get all the parts that I couldn't get when ironing the hair all together. So I took each section one step at a time and iron each section. So basically what I'm trying to say is that I iron each section one step at a time. Wow, English is so hard. So as you guys can see from the video, that's what I was doing basically, so that I can get all the hair that I wasn't able to get while I was ironing the hair all together. So doing this will make sure the heat get to all those hidden parts of the hair that I was not able to get. So yeah, basically that's what I did. So I kept on ironing it, and I kept on brushing. So each part that I iron, I brush. Each part that I iron, I brush, so that the hair won't get tangled. As you guys can see from the video, the hair is already what's the word? As you guys can see, the hair is already getting silky, is already getting very, very straight. Like when I started, it was so rough. You guys saw from the video from the beginning, so you guys can see that the hair is already getting straight, it's already getting silky. So yeah, that's it basically. So I think I'll just leave you guys to watch instead of talking and talking and talking. So I think basically I've explained everything I need to explain. So when you get to a part that I'm going to explain. So enjoy. Now look at this beauty. Can you guys see how straight and silky the hair is right now? Like, compare it to when I started. It's so beautiful. So as you guys can see, this is the finished look. This is the finished look of a very good iron. So if you have a good iron, it can do the job for you. So yeah, you can see how straight and silky the hair looks compared to when I started. So this is what the wig looks like after ironing. As you guys can see, it looks straight, it looks soft, it looks silky. So yeah, compared to when I started. So the front part of the wig, I decided to use the heat from the iron um mind you, the iron is not plugged to the socket, so I decided to use the heat from the iron and just press the hair down, and not to make it look too up, too puffy and too um all over the place, just to smoothing the front part of the hair. So yeah, that's what I did there basically. So please be advised not to use a very hot iron on your hair, just like the way I'm doing, because you might get burnt and it's very very dangerous. So please, if possible, use a hair straightener for this part, or unplug the iron from the sockets. So yeah, so I kept on brushing the hair so you guys can see how straight it looks. That's the work of a very very good iron. So that's what this video is all about basically. So you guys can see the finished product, you can see how it came out, and I was just feeling myself with this hair. So guys, can you see how straight it is? Can you see? Look at that. No, just look at that. Can you see how straight it is? Like, so straight. Can you see? So beautiful. Trust me, it wasn't this straight when I started. So yeah, that's how you straighten your hair with iron if you don't have a straightener. Okay, I want to give you guys few tips on how to straighten your wig with an iron. First of all, the first and most important thing you need to note is that you shouldn't use the iron on maximum heat. Yes, you shouldn't use it on maximum heat. This was the iron I used. I didn't use it on maximum heat. I used it on not at the lowest and not at the highest, just in the middle, so that you won't burn your hair. Because if you use it on maximum heat and your hair got burnt, please, I'm not the one. So yeah. And also, second tip is when you're ironing it, you also use a comb. I used one comb, whatever. Don't laugh at my comb, that's when I am. Anyways, as I was saying, if you're straightening your wig with the iron, you have to use a comb also. So as you're combing it, you're ironing, just to make the hair very straight. Because once you're not combing it, it can, the hair can get tangled while you're straightening it. So as you're combing, you iron, as you're combing, you iron. Yeah, it works hand in hand. Then another thing is, when you get to this front, because this hair is a lace frontal, when you get to where your lace is, you need to be very careful not to allow not to put too much force and too much heat around that area, so that your net wouldn't melt, so that the lace wouldn't melt. You need to be very very careful while doing that. And if you know your iron, please, if you know that your iron used to burn, or you used it to iron clothes, whether high, low, medium, the iron used to burn, please don't use that iron to iron your hair, because you will just be smelling roasted hair. I'm telling you. You just be smelling roasted hair. So please. So yeah, it's whenever I did a DIY, I feel so happy finally did this, because I've been wanting to do this video for the longest. Like, you have no idea, but I'm so grateful and I'm so happy that I finally did this.